Greetings, Aries, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be a monthly reading for the month of July 2018 for those of us born in the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries family members, the spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide. And so, with your kind permission, may I begin a look at the energies, the highlighted energies for the month of July. Aries, let me start by admonishing everyone, all the 12 signs and everyone. If you are a believer in the supernatural as you are, and so you're listening to my reading, and I appreciate that. There are a number of very good, very talented readers throughout the YouTube channels. But I want to admonish everyone to get some kind of covering, get some kind of reading done, and I'm going to tell you why. You have so many interesting planetary dynamics happening this month, the month of July. It's as if there's electricity in the air. And some of it is going to be static or feel static. Some of it is going to be moving rather rapidly and very strong. Some of us are going to feel it in different ways, but all of us are going to feel it. I said something similar to that in June, but now in July, we have more. I mean, I can feel it. And I've been listening to readings, although I am a reader, I've been listening to readings from some of my favorite channels. And I'm telling you, I can sense the energy already. So I'm just telling everybody, you don't have to come to me for a reading, but get a reading from somebody, okay? All right, let's get started with your private, or I should say your general reading. I'm sorry, not private, but your general reading. Okay, so Aries, you're starting out the month, and as you start out this month, I see where you're coming in kind of like you're really feeling this energy because you have this up and down type of energy. You have some energy going on where you don't feel satisfied, you don't feel happy, you don't feel as if you are doing enough. You want to do more, and part of the energy that you are experiencing has to do with the desire to do more, but you feel as if you're being held back. You feel as if you can't get this breakthrough that you're waiting for. And some of it has to do with finances. I can see that in the beginning. One of the most important things that's kind of like hanging over your head is the idea of finances, and you're not able to do all the things that you want to do. Stand your ground, stand still, and let's dig in. I want you to dig in because it's like a storm that you're going through, but it's going to pass. Dig in where you are. Allow for your strength. Go inside and find your strength. Dig in. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are doing the right thing. Remain consistent. Remain persistent. However, as you're going through, yes, there are some things that are going on that you have no idea. You have no idea that a lot of things that are going on under the radar that you cannot tell, you cannot see. Some communications seem to have been slowed down. Some of you might be waiting to hear something, and I see a definite slowdown with that. Some of you have also had some travel plans, and there's a slowdown with that as well. So this card that I'm looking at has to do with either messages coming in quickly, communications coming in quickly, or flying and taking long distance trips, quick movement. But it's being slowed down. It's being held up. Part of it has to do with the necessity for you to listen to the spirit, listen to the spiritual guide that wants to talk to you. Part of the necessity that you're facing this month is a need for you to pay attention and to follow your gut feelings. Things are out of balance. Yes, they are. Some of the things that are out of balance has to do with you and has to do with you kind of like breaking free from some old habits, some old regimens, some old things that were holding you back. There's definitely a need for that. I'm not sure if you're seeing things clearly or if you're kind of like in a fog. And I get the impression that you're in this fog, this kind of a The fog will pass. Don't let the fog become funk. Don't let it become a funk. Just understand what you're dealing with. And that's why the Spirit put it on my heart to tell everyone to get a reading from somebody. Because you, my first reading for the month of July, you're going through this thunderstorm and it's happening for you. It's happening in you and around you. It will pass, but you have to go through it. Right? You're going to have to go through it. I see as you come to the end of the month that things will begin to open up. You will begin to experience this forward thrust. You will begin to experience movement. You might even be traveling. You might very well be traveling not long distance, but you might actually be doing physical traveling. But there's movement. Okay, there's movement and there's progress, but it's at the end. It's as if you're trying to find your way, and you will find your way by the end of the month. I know this reading was really, really interesting, and I was reading the energies, the global energies of the cards and the highlights. And so those of you that would like a private consult, please reach out to me. And to the others who would not like to come to me for a reading, find yourself a reader and attach yourself to that person, because we're all going to need an umbrella during this stormy time of July. Stay blessed, Aries.